Ladies and gentlemen, all across the world, welcome to another fire episode of the Men's Physique Show. My brothers are with me, as usual, and we're going to bring you the news today because we have so many shows. First of all, hailing out of Melbourne, Australia, our brother, the Australian voice of Men's Physique. You know him as Phil Naselli. We call him Edvan. Let's go.
Let's go, Edvan. That's our guy right there.
And one of the most handsomest guys in all of Thailand right now, our boy, the talent, the culture, the heartbeat, and I say that pun intended, the heartbeat of Men's Physique. You know him as McGravy. You also know him as Heart McGrath. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, cornrows. Let's go.
Cornrows. And it's your boy, the gaffer, Aleem Bolton, hailing out of Atlanta. Boys, 5 shows this weekend. This might be the most action-packed weekend in all of Men's Physique history in terms of shows that aren't necessarily the big show like the Olympia. What do we got up first? Woo, PL. Let's go. Physique League.
I hope you boys are playing Physique League because the winner of this, theoretically next year, would win a lot of cash. Same with the athletes as well. But Physique League, I had to do the Memphis Pro because, as the gaffer just explained, it's the hardest and most competitive show because the athletes are just, there's so many of it. It's so deep. Phil, would you agree with me about this compared to the New York Pro?
Just looking at the lineup, like you've got guys coming off pro show wins. You've got guys who are arm's length from taking their second win. You got Olympians on this stage. You've got everyone on this stage. Is almost taken away from the exposure of the New York Pro because if you look at how deep and how stacked this lineup here is, it is anyone's game. The door is wide open for anyone to take that a crucial pro show win. We know how important those pro show wins are this season. We know how important those points are. It's going to make it it's going to be very, very difficult, I should say, to secure some of those points. Gaffer, what do you think?
Man, I'm in awe with, there's literally 2 pages of names here. And you have guys like everyone from Miles Mann, Francisco Martinez, Clarence McSpadden is on here, Micah Thomas Jr., you got Drew Cullen, Emerson Costa. I mean, he just won. Ricardo Croce. You got Vitor Chavez. I mean, Amit Agre, Muhammad Al-Kindi. Like, bro, I could keep going on and on in terms of names. And I would still have names left over because these guys are incredible. I even saw Jacques Lewis up on there from out of Atlanta. He's even doing this show. So, like, boys, wow. And I'm going to be live. Boots on ground.
Boots on the ground. You guys hear that? The gaffer, if you're there, say what's up to him. Give him a hug. Give him a big wet kiss. He's going to be in the show.
Yo.
No, he wants that. You guys know he wants that.
Yo, anyone who doesn't look like my wife coming up to me trying to kiss me, it could be a problem, okay?
I don't know.
Like the gaffer got kicked out the show. What happened?
Hey, Hart, you going to let him know about what's going on with Physique League this week? The additional touch?
Yeah, there was a nice little touch that, you know, I didn't even talk to Alex about this. He just put up a random comment. I think he sees what's going on with Physique League. He sees the consistency. He sees it growing. He sees every time we post stuff, you know, the views just keep on climbing. Again, we're only in week 7 of this concept, really. But last week, I put up the results of the St. Louis Pro. If you're a Men's Physique athlete, whether you're amateur or pro, and you want a free pair of board shorts, play Physique League this week. We already have over 80 entries. Alex Toplin 2 days ago said the first person to submit and get 100% right will win a free pair of manifests. Now, the key here is the first person to submit. So this is about timing. You can't wait till Friday to put in your picks. If you get your picks right on Friday, but someone put it in on Tuesday, and you guys have the same picks and you guys both won, the pick on Tuesday is going to win the free manifest short. So in a way, it's a giveaway with Physique League and manifest. Make sure you guys play. Who knows how it'll go down? Only one person won it last week, and the 2 weeks prior, no one won it. That being said, Gaffa, I'll throw it over to you. Give me one name competing at the 2026 Memphis Pro that you see being in the top 3 without a doubt.
The name that pops up, that I'm not going to go the traditional route because I know what you boys are going to say, but I'm going to go off the kilter and I'm taking my pick over to Paraguay. And I'm going with Francisco, the Nightmare Martinez. And the reason why I'm going with him.
Understandable.
Yo, brother, this guy won back-to-back shows. He punched his ticket to the O. You see me talk about him. His coach, Ramon, sends us updates regularly. This guy keeps getting shredded and more shredded and even more shredded. Like, if the feds were coming and there was like incriminating stuff written on Francisco, we got to put him in the shredded. That's how shredded he is right now. This dude stays shredded, and he just keeps getting better and better week after week. He's got the density. He's got the cap shoulders. He's got muscle separation. He knows how to pose. He's got a look about him, pause. And the dude has a wide and dense back. And it's detailed. I mean, when I look at all the boxes that need to be checked, he's hitting them, and he's fresh. The only question is, coming over to the States, how is his body going to hold? And he's already hit the States. So I can't wait to see this guy live and in person. We did an interview with him. If you haven't checked it out, check out the Men's Physique Show, Francisco the Nightmare Martinez interview. And this is my guy. I got him in the top 3 hands down. Actually, I got him as number 1 in my humble opinion. Let's see. Who you boys got? Who you got, Phil?
Let's take a look at this list because it's so deep. I got to pause. I got to have a deeper look at this. I am going to show me the next page, Hart. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. All right, let's go back to the first page. I am throwing in the Brazilian bull, Emerson Costa.
Okay.
I like where your head's at. Pause.
After what we saw a couple weeks ago in Brazil, this guy can do some serious... Los Angeles. This guy can do some serious damage. The sheer muscle that this guy has on his frame, the detail, the etched in abs. This guy has what it takes to shake up stages. He's proven it time and time again. He beat Carlos Ocron. Not Carlos Ocron, Dan Ibrahim. It was a battle of the backs. I'm getting confused with all these massive backs. Just take a look at that. Look at the sheer size, detail, conditioning that this guy brought to that stage. If this guy brings that same level of detail, that same level of conditioning, he's bringing the muscle. We know he's bringing the muscle. When he turns to the curtains, boys, be prepared for a spectacle because this guy is going to take up so much space on that stage. He's going to make it impossible for judges to take their eyes off him. So Emerson Costa is my guy who I think is going to fall into the top 3. Hart, who you picking?
Who you got, Hart?
I mean, come on now. I mean, if y'all didn't say this name, I don't see Vitor. It's not Vitor Chavez to get outside of the top 3. Even he's like, bro, I can't get outside of the top 3. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no way Vitor Chavez, and I know he's been competing for how many weeks, and I know he just lost to Vinicius Mateus. Hopefully that fueled him in the right way, and he can, win this battle against his body, because I feel like that's what it really is. I mean, It's just time, and it's just supplements, and him and his coach are just, how can we hold it together to get another win? Because Vitor's not qualified, correct, guys?
No, he's sitting at the top of the point standing. I personally think he's safe, but I feel like an athlete like Vitor Chavez wants to prove a point, and he wants those 2 pro show wins to qualify for the O.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I have Vitor in the top 3. I don't see him being out of it, even with his body being a little bit run down, even with the loss against Vinicius. I just think he's so good, and I think he has one of the best coaches, obviously, around. I think they're going to pull it together and get top 3. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the show. If you go over to Physique League and you actually look at the picks on Physique League, guess who 90% of the audience has, other than Francisco? Has Vitor. I mean, Vitor, Emerson Costa, Vitor, Emerson, Drew, Vitor. So people, they understand Vitor Chavez. Again, the GAFA will be boots on the ground. If you see him there, say what's up to him. That is the 2026 Memphis Pro. That's our top 3. Go play Physique League. But like we told you, boys, there's 5 shows to go. The New York Pro. Avon, I'll throw it over to you first. And I love this. I love how you guys, every time a roster drops, you guys are doing a talking head, collabing with Men's Physique News. I mean, Phil's on here, Aleem's on here. By the way, this is a brilliant cover photo. The more reaction to the face is it better for people to click on. And Phil, with the point with that, like, you guys were in the school, clearly. Let's talk about the New York Pro, though. Avon, I'll throw it to you first. Who for sure is going to be in that top 3?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The Afghan dagger, Ali Bilal. The photos that this guy has been dropping week in, week out, they just get better and better and better. I've said it before. This is the best Ali Bilal that we've ever seen. We know that he's always going to bring that super sharp, crisp, dialed in conditioning. There's no doubt about it. That front shot is absolutely beautiful. If you think men's physique, that's the front shot that you see. If you think statues, that's the front shot that you see. He's made improvements to the back as well. He's been on the record. He's been telling people, if you want to, be recognized, be a celebrity, you've got to be on the stage next to him. And I fully agree. You can see why. Like, this guy is definitely making the sport extremely entertaining. We know that he talks the talk, but the thing with Ali Bilal is he backs it up every single time. So my eyes, Ali Bilal, no doubt about it. You're definitely going to see him in the top 3. Gaffer, you're looking at the lineup. Who you putting in there?
Hey, can you go back to Ali's picture with the Ali's signature pose with his hand up? I want to point something out. Boys, I literally count lines, the shark gills, the interior serratus, the intercostals. I count the lines that people have. This is more lines than Ali has ever had in the past, by the way. So you're seeing an improved version of Ali. This is not even like he's coming the Ali from the Olympia. He's coming even better. So I just wanted to point that out. Like, he just looks totally shredded, ready to go and ready to rock. And he's chanting out there, "Hey, tell your wife it's red panty night." Because if you come to the New York Pro stage, you're gonna walk away and be famous, and you're gonna want to celebrate with your wife. So it's gonna be red panty night tonight. That's the kind of lines he's dropping right now. Okay, but who I got is Edvan Pameria, the king of Brazil, and the reason why I got Edvan has brought up his back. Edvan has gotten even more dice. When you compare Edvan right next to Ali, they're almost neck and neck. When you see them with the obliques. I mean, his physique goes crazy. One of the most beautiful front poses in the game. The way his ab cage does this little jagged rip like that. It goes in and then it shoots right out to the hip. I mean, it is such a unique look that he has, and it makes you want to be a men's physique bodybuilder. It makes you want to hit the stage and have this look. I mean, shoot, he's inspired Isai Kesek, who's also going to be in this show with his posing and the look. So I've got Edvan, the king of Brazil, the most winningest, highest placing Brazilian in all of men's physique. I got him for sure in my top 3. Who you got, Hart?
That makes sense. I see why you have Edvan. I see why you have Ali Bilal. Of course, guys, I gotta put my boy Isai Kesek in there. And I know we didn't talk about Vinicius Mateus, but I think Isai can beat Vinicius. I think he just has a better overall flow and shape to his physique, and he's gonna have enough muscle to battle with Vinicius Mateus. Even though Vinicius is gonna be hard to keep out of the top 3. Over on Physique League, a lot of people have, or they probably would have had Vinicius Mateus in that top 3, but I got to go with Isai. I mean, how long has it been, Phil, in the GAFA since he competed? How fresh is this body?
He competed late last year. He competed at the New Zealand Pro, the one he took that one out. So he's fresh. He's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, his receptors were totally charged and receptive of any of the subs that he started taking, because I mean, he just looks fresh. He gave his body a chance to rest. He looks great, man. And he's one of the few guys that has 8 abs. I mean, you can sit there and count them. The dude has that freaking Indonesian extra abs up underneath the pectorals. You know what I mean? So he's just a phenomenal athlete to look at. And again, what a structured individual. He's going to kill it in the New York Pro for sure.
100%. Coached by George Farah. Things are getting real. Isai Kesek, definitely in my top 3. And I'm telling you right now, Horde, if Ali Bilal, the only way Ali Bilal loses is if he's off. If he comes in 80%, he comes in soft, he comes in flat, something goes wrong. Isai, who did you guys say? Who was your top 2? Edvan. Who was yours, Phil?
Ali.
Or Ali. So Isai and Edvan definitely have the physiques, in my opinion, to beat Ali Bilal if he comes off enough, 100%. So Ali's got to be on his game.
I just got to say something. Ali has been on the record saying "if" isn't part of his vocabulary. So I don't know if Ali's going to be off. It's not part of it.
If was a spliff. If was a spliff. Woo.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I feel like I'd get bit by a shark before Ali Bilal it comes off. I mean, he's in there with Steve Weinberger. Is Steve going to be judging him? Yeah, he'll be literally head judging Ali too.
Mm-hmm.
That's his show. That's crazy.
So,
nutty, absolutely nutty. Cool. So let's talk about the next show.
No, he's not. He's not head judging because Tyler is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get into the next one,
I don't think he could do his own. I don't think he could do his own show as a judge because conflict of interest. Go ahead, Phil. Let him know.
Before we get into the next one, guys, men's physique fans around the world, if you have not been part of this movement, the men's physique show movement, what are you doing? Like we said, 5 shows this weekend, massive lineups, stacked lineups all across the board. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We keep things up to date. We've seen Olympians and men's physique athletes around the world tuning into our show because they want to know what's going on behind the scenes. They want to keep up to date with what's happening in the division. So if those guys are tuning in, you got to tune in. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, tap the bell icon so that you're the first to see every OTS episode, every interview that we drop, like you can see right there. Amit Agre, Aaron Branks, Drew Cullen, Tyler Smith. We've got Brandon, we've got Ali, we've got Ryan, we've got them all. So if you want to know a bit of their backstory, where they've come from, where their headspace is, the mentality of all those athletes, go check out the interviews as well. While you're here, like and drop a comment on this video. It really helps with the algorithm. And last but not least, take a screenshot. Help us promote this show to the wider audience. So take a photo, upload it to your Instagram story, use the QR code right at the top right corner, tag the Men's Physique Show official, Hart McGrath, Aline Bolton, Phil Naselli, and we'll reshare that to your story. Let's get back to the show.
Gaffa, I'm going to throw it over to you first. There's one name that really stands out. And
Tyler James.
Tyler James, the king of the natties, 6'5" pro, lifetime natural bodybuilder. Latest update, and I'm going to just shut up.
Bro, when you see this, the striations go crazy. I mean, the dude's lines look like cable lines outside of neighborhoods. It's wired all over the place. I mean, he's going. He has no skin, damn near. It's just the flesh with no fat, and all they did was just take spray tan and just sprayed him brown skin. That's it, because that's how lean this guy is. He's got the pectorals that are crazy full, even in the middle, even with a slight split in the chest, like Ben Quill or I have and whatnot. It's still so full in the middle. Pause. And then his arms are so capped. You see the separation. Not only do you see the multiple striations coming in the front, the medial, and the rear delt, but then when you go down into the separation of the bicep and the tricep, you see that all separated. And the cap shoulders are perfect. So I mean, this guy literally could compete in a pro show. If his back, if he was enhanced, his back would be bigger. He'd be even crazier looking. He would be like, that's the only thing for him not to make real big strides. And that's kind of where you see the difference between the guys who are natty versus the guys who are on gear. The guys who are on gear, their backs just go crazy. And you look at Dan Ibrahim when he was natty, and then he went to the dark side, if you will, right? And he just blew up. You know, if Tyler ever went there, oh my God, boys. Can you imagine him on gear with this physique? Because, I mean, his physique is basically maxed out right now. Imagine if he got on gear. Who's beating this guy? 6'5", full muscle? He has no gaps? What? This would be insane. So I got Tyler.
I want to shout out his parents. I want to shout out Tyler's parents for allowing the world to see a physique like this. Because the world would be a different place if we didn't see a natty physique like this. This guy has everyone on their toes, man. Like you pick him apart. It's like, where are the flaws here? As a natty, like, where are the flaws? He's got a back. He's got the front. He's got the arms. He's got the chest. He can pose very, very nicely. He's got the silhouette. Like, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Tyler. I can't remember. Smith?
Yeah. Yep.
For producing this man.
James.
Tyler
James.
James. Mr. and Mrs. James, thank you so much for gracing us with this guy. Back to the show.
And you know what? No disrespect. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, this is the type. I've got 2 boys, and when you produce something like this is when it comes from your toes. and it comes out like you have like from the depths of the earth energy coming through you to produce specimens where the genetic code looks this good when it produces and manifests. It looks this well proportioned, this muscular, this bubbly. The genetics are just shooting all out. This was the healthiest in the bag. Pause. Okay, this was the one that absolutely beat all the other 14 million other ones that were trying to fight. This is the one that made it for rightful reasons. My eldest son has a crazy ass physique like this too, and yeah, that's what happened. But anyway, that's enough. That's too personal.
No, that was perfect. That was spot on. And I do want to say, every other athlete, you notice we're talking about multiple athletes being in the top 3 for every other show. The natural show, we're just talking about Tyler James. That's for everyone else on this roster to prove us wrong, make a name for yourself, and beat this guy. You beat Tyler James, you're getting talked about on Monday, without a doubt. Much respect to all you guys. Let's see you bring that heat and take down the king. If he'll let you. If he'll let you is the key, and I don't know about that. Avon, I'm going to throw it over to you. Let's go over to Korea. It's going to be South Korea, actually. And I want you to give me 3 guys. Give me 1 guy in the top 3 without a doubt placing at this show.
All right. I'm going to leave one man for you guys to talk about. I'm going to go with the Japanese Wagyu steak, Shunkaneko. Let's get him up. Pause.
Come on.
Yo, that's his new name, bro. Wagyu.
Wagyu. The Wagyu steak. Or the Wagyu. The Japanese
steak,
Wagyu.
bro. That's right.
The improvements.
What is heart's feed?
The improvements that this guy has made. Man, we saw him at the Olympia last year. We saw him at the Hawaiian Pro. You could see his body was starting to give out, but I'm glad they pulled the pin. Him and Cuts have made some incredible improvements over the last couple of months. Man, just look at the back. It is Wagyu steak on Wagyu steak on Wagyu steak right there. There is just meat on that back. This guy's put on an incredible, I should say, amount of size in the last couple of months. The arms, the chest, the midsection, just everything. Like, this guy has just gone leaps and bounds over the last couple of months, and for good reason. This is why he's in my top 3.
I love it. I freaking love it. And I'm going to be out in Japan. I can't wait to catch up with Sean. I told him I'll be out there, and we're going to catch up and bring the fam, and we're going to sit down and vibe. So maybe I'll get on a guitar, boys. Who knows? In my top
Gaffel, who you got?
Who you picking?
In my
let me pull that list back up for you. Hold on. Don't look at that. Men's physique news. Obviously, there's Juxian. Obviously, there's Zhao.
I'm going to leave Juxian for you. But
is hard picking Juxian? That's a
question. I'll go with Juxian then, because I heard a little bit of a breath. So I'm going to go Juxian he then, because Juxian. What I love about Juxian, he is the statue. Okay, when you think of men's physique and what the statue of men's physique would look like, is Juxian he. Can you go up to that Olympian pic right there? You tell me that flow, that look, how balanced. Look how balanced his shoulders are. His traps are. Everything is his traps don't overpower his shoulders. They're not coming up and raised up on his neck. I remember someone said, "Oh well, he doesn't have good traps." Are you kidding me? He doesn't have good traps. This is men's physique. This is not open bodybuilding. This is what it's supposed to look like. Number one, full chest. He's got, again, cap shoulders. The arms and the shoulders match. Neither one is overpowering. His arms don't overpower the shoulders. He's got the shark gills coming down the obliques right there. Striations out the wazoo. Even in his calves. And he's got a nice set of wheels. For his size, it's a good look. The wheels could come up a little bit, and they have, because he's been working on them. But look when he does the X-Man pose and he turns to the back, how beautiful the back is. Look at all those striations. Look at them. They go crazy. So I got him hands down in the top 3. My only concern, my only question mark is the conditioning. I know he's spot on at the O, but the pictures that I saw, it looks like he's probably 2 more weeks needed in order to get to the level of shredtology that this guy typically brings. Now, we could be totally wrong, and I'm sure that they've got some stuff up their sleeve, and he wouldn't be doing the show unless so. But boys, I can't wait to see how he performs this weekend. I definitely know, even at not at 100%, he'll be in the top 3, and then he's gonna springboard over to Pittsburgh, and he's ready to rock there. So I'm totally excited. He wants to smoke, and I like his attitude. Let's go, Juxian He.
I like that. Ain't no one in the world can break Juxian He like that down other than the gaffer. You guys can tell I'm awake. See, we want to start shows at 7 a.m. I'm effing asleep still. Okay. This is let me look this thing up. Okay. I think Junpei. Why does that name sound so familiar to me? Like I haven't covered him 100 damn times before. Junpei Taguchi. Oh, I love this look. Another guy, another statue look. Another men's physique statue look. I got Junpei. Taguchi in my top 3, 100%. Just such clean men's physique lines, beautiful core, really nice balance with his physique. When you think about men's and a handsome dude, no pause. I ain't pausing nowhere. This is a handsome looking dude, right? From head to toe. I just, dude, I mean, abs are crazy. He went kind of viral last year. I don't know if you guys remember, but I don't know if we were together or not, but we all did a video. We did a video on how he was sweating like crazy for one of those shows because like one of the China events.
I remember. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he didn't place as well because all that stuff. And people were kind of telling us, every athlete actually, and people who were there said the AC broke and it was unfair to the athletes and all this stuff was going down. So I think the playing field is more level now. And if there's anyone who's going to be in the top 3, I mean, this is a multi-time Olympian who's also doing the Legion Sports Fest, by the way, back in my hometown of Reno in like a couple weeks' time. I love this guy's physique, man. I hope the back has come up. You know, it's interesting. None of these Asian guys have the craziest back, right? Maybe a balanced back for their physique, but none of the Asian guys have like this insane back. But what they do have that is superior to a lot of the other continents, I would say, is the aesthetics. And it's the same with like India. The Asian countries, aesthetics go crazy. African countries, crazy muscle bellies, crazy backs. Brazilians, I don't know, they're kind of just freaky all around. It's really interesting when you look at it like that. But I got Junpei Taguchi, for sure, in my top 3. Fresh physique. The AC, I hope, won't be broken this time, and I hope to make a video about this guy.
Yeah, I thought you had Ji Long. I thought you had Ji Long up in there for a second. I thought you were going to shout him out.
And, you know, that's another one we can all just kind of touch on really quick. If you guys want to go in on Xiaolong Li. And there's another one. Boys, I was getting sent by Bodybuilding Center Stage, Tiny Quad Deck. That's our boy over there. Who also got sponsored by Board Sorts Company. I don't know if you saw that recently. Xiaolong Li is another guy. He doesn't have the most massive following, but we've talked about him many, many times before. Brings a really nice look. Really, really balanced with the legs. Like, you can't tell me you don't like this look from this guy. What do you guys think? Is this another top 3 possibly?
Absolutely. I think the other guys beat him in the back a little bit, but he is definitely a danger to be in the top 3 for sure.
But you're right though. It's just those Asian aesthetics, man. It's just so beautiful to watch. Like they've all got those beautiful front shots. They all like even their posing. Like you don't come across many of these top Asian competitors who miss the mark with posing. They just flow so nicely. They know how to hit their front shots. They know how to hit their back shots. They know how to transition. Like. They're really cool athletes to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That's going to be fun. So we did the Vegas show, we did New York, we did Memphis, Korea. Thank gosh, it would be so cool one day to have like Phil, I guess I would be in Korea. Where would Phil be? If you're in Memphis, where'd Phil be in New York? Send Phil to New York. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. So
I'll take the trip.
Last show, Tunisia Pro. This one goes crazy. Who wants to pick one of the guys that's going to be in the top 3? Here's the list. I got my guy. Go, Lee.
Gaffer, go first.
I already know.
You boys know who
I already know. That's why I wanted to go first.
You know who I'm going with. All I gotta say, hailing out of Turkey, representing the guy himself, Ataturk, who freed all of Turkey from foreigners. Nabir Kanka. I'm talking about Talha Kulik.
I was waiting for that.
Bro, this is my guy out there. I can't wait to get out to Turkey and vibe with him because he's got a great personality. This dude is just a vibe. He's a hard worker. We're gonna hit the ring together. We're gonna spar. You know, he was a boxing champ. He was in the military. The dude is chiseled. Snowboards. I snowboard. We'll probably go to Uladag and snowboard or something like that. Like, this is my boy, okay? And he is relentless when it comes to his physique. Everything he does is all in. It's no half-ass, no half-stepping, and he wants to be the best version that he can be. And he sees himself placing high. He's one of these up-and-coming guys that I promise you in the next 2 years, you're going to be speaking about him more and more and more when he makes it to the O, crushes it, and he's one of these newer guys that are going to come up and help propel our division into the future. This is one of those guys. He's got a great following. He's got a great look, and the guy's got a physique out of this world. He's got the back, he's got the front, little ass waist, broad shoulders, full chest, handsome dude, got the arms. Look at those shark gills. I mean, the guy is ready. The intercostals look crazy. I mean, he is ready. Yo, Talha Kulik, top 3, hands down. Who you got, Phil?
Let me take a look at that list again. Oh, yes. Okay, I wanted to make sure he was on there. No, you're right, Hart. Kamal. Mate, we're like mind readers here.
Kamal is my boy. Kamal.
Mate, this guy is something else, man. Like, obviously, we saw him last year in Morocco, you know, top 3, just lost to Emil Walker and Mauro Fiallo. This guy's bounced back better than ever before. That photo alone speaks volumes. Look at the conditioning on this guy. This guy, can I say it, is dick skin shredded. He is peeled to the bone. When he shows the judges the back is out of this world. It is dense, it is full, it is wide, it is big. Like, and it's bigger than what it was. Man, I gotta stop with these sayings. Pause. But his back is a lot bigger than what it was last year at that Morocco show. So he's put on a lot of size in the last couple of months. He can go toe to toe with someone like Talha Kulik. So man, it's very hard not to have this guy in your top 3. Hart, who you picking?
Just last thing on Kamal, bro. I love how Kamal is just. I don't know. He's another guy that I think is one of those up and coming guys that can be a consistent like top 12 in the world one day. I love the way he's taking care of himself. I love the way you guys see he has braces on, fixing his teeth to just be better presentable and marketable to the league. And like, I love it. He's working on himself. He's working on his aesthetics.
Yeah,
man.
Kamal is dope, bro. Kamal is
his show. This is his show, if I'm being honest. But I got my boy comeback season. No more hernia. Made the adjustment. Yeah, we've been talking.
We need a pause check on this. How many pauses we
do? This episode, we're doing 5 shows. That's why.
Anyway. We need a ticker on the corner.
You want to talk about conditioning? You want to talk about muscle? You want to talk about a healed, recovered body? I think Mahmoud's going to shake things up. I wouldn't be surprised if Mahmoud gets second place. If Kamal comes in off, I wouldn't be surprised if Mahmoud wins the show. He has the. When he stands next to guys, he kind of exposes them in the weirdest ways, and it's hard to explain. It's just a really different physique. But again, he's a few days out. He's made the correct adjustments from what Tyler Mannion told him to do, which was fix your gut and bring in the lower back. He has done both of those things. He's out of Bahrain, which is super, super cool. I see Mahmoud for sure getting in that top 3. Big Black Ghana man knows what's up. Tunisia's, I mean, I don't know which show is the most exciting show. Obviously, Memphis show is the deepest show. But I mean, this whole weekend is crazy. And what the craziest thing is, I was looking at the schedule, boys. Like a few weeks from now or sometime in June, there's another weekend with like 5-6 shows. Like, this is not the first time that this is going to happen. But that was your OTS, boys. That was 5 shows. Monday will be the recap of all 5 of these shows. It's probably going to be a long one, but it's going to be a damn good one. Go over to Physique League, drop your top 3 picks, get good at the game now. Because I'm telling you, Physique League is going to be the first brand in history to give back to the actual fans for participating in the league. It's going to give back to the athletes. Watch Physique League. My goal with Physique League, boys, is one day Physique League has higher payouts than the actual show itself. And I don't think that's going to be hard to beat, if I'm being honest with you, boys. So go play Physique.
We have
yes.
PL for sure. You got to play it. if you're not, you want to play it this year, first of all, because it's free and you get used to it and it's fun. It is so addictive. And we have been really hesitant, the three of us, casting our votes in there, because we know all these guys, but I mean, so what, right? But we also don't want to influence the fans. And speaking of fans, 9.5 million fans last month. That's how many views we had. Wow. And I just want to thank the Horde. We want to thank the Horde. We want to thank all the fans. We want to thank the casual fan. We want to thank our diehard fans. We have something special that's coming out in the next couple of weeks for everybody. And just stay tuned. We're always doing something fire. We're always doing something dope. And speaking of something dope that we're doing, July 5th, we will be in the Philippines. We are the live commentators at the Warrior Classic, the Philippine Pro Show. The three of us, Avon, Phil Naselli, Mick Gravy, the Culture himself, Hart McGrath, and the Gaffer, Aline Bolton, will be in the building collectively, the three of us together in the Philippines, rocking out. I'm leaving Sean in Tokyo, and I'm headed all on over to the Philippines. I'm going back to Japan and going to be hitting Seoul, South Korea, and then headed back to the States. And then there's more shows we're doing, because then we've got Gold's Classic that we'll be doing. That's going to be an amazing show in North Carolina. It's the last show you can actually get into and qualify for the O. So anyone who is low on points or needs that additional win in order to get into the O, that's the show that you got to hit. That's going to be a stacked show. You think Memphis and New York Pro shows are going to be stacked? Wait until it's crunch time and everyone has to get those points, the top tier talent that's going to be involved there. And then for the amateurs, because we rock with the NPC, we'll be doing the Hunter Classic, hosted and put on by none other than Emax himself, Emmanuel Hunter, and Liz Hunter. Boy, wait until we have something to show you guys on that, because, again, our objective is to bring more money and more visibility to the division and to the athletes. So I'm super stoked. Hart super stoked. Avon is super stoked. And speaking of Avon, take it away, brother.
Boys, just quickly on PL. Like Hart said, this is the season to get used to it. Get used to the game. Get your predictions out. But speaking of predictions, you saw what Alex is offering for the winner of this weekend's show. If you're the first person to predict exactly who's coming in first, second, and third, you're going to score yourself a pair of those fine ass Manifest board shorts. They've just dropped the Galaxy range. They've got a whole heap of different colorways. This is your opportunity to pick up some of the best board shorts in the world. So make sure to drop your predictions in the PL post. Now, last but not least, like Gaffer said, 3 shows we're commentating, and we are just getting started. And we want every single Men's Physique fan to be part of the Men's Physique show movement. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon. We've got a massive interview dropping next week. You do not want to miss this one. That's all I'm saying. So make sure to hit the bell icon so you're one of the first to see that episode and that interview when it goes live. Make sure to like the video, drop a comment. It really helps with the algorithm. Also, while you're there, QR code on the top right corner, take a screenshot. Help us promote this show to the broader bodybuilding world. Like Gaffer said, we want to elevate the division. We want to elevate the sport. We want to give the athletes the recognition that they deserve. And the only way that we're able to do so is with your help. So make sure to upload that story. Make sure to tag myself, Hart McGrath, Aline Bolton, and the Men's Physique Show official. We'll upload that to our stories. And last but not least, a special thank you to all the guys who are helping us power the show. Manifest Board Short, Al Physique Fitness, ProSeek, Huge Supplements, Dr. Campbell over there at the Center of Wellness and Pain Care. And there you have it, the newest partner jumping on board the show, Metabolic. Amazing stuff. If you've been checking out my stories, you know that I use these things every single day. The boys are using it as well. We all know the downside, the bad side to bodybuilding. We all know that it's diet, training, but if you're someone who's an enhanced athlete, or if you're just someone looking for overall health and well-being, these are the 2 supplements that you want. The liver support and the heart and kidney support. Protect your organs. Amazing. protect your organs. They're all clinically dosed and formulated by a doctor. So nothing in there is underdosed. I've done my blood works on them and they are all top tier. So if you want to protect yourself, it's all about longevity in this sport. Make sure to pick yourself up a bottle of both of those supplements. Discount code is in the description below. And other than that, boys, enjoy the rest of the morning, the night, the evening, whatever time you're watching this one, and we'll see you in the next.
Peace.